Hi, I don't know when this video is gonna go up. I think this one takes priority over my LGBTQ issues one or whatever. I don't know if it will, and it definitely takes priority over my Mio Aruma video. But if you haven't heard of this, I was about to say lovely, not lovely. If you haven't heard of this person on YouTube who goes by the name Creepshow Art, one, you're probably not in the artist or drama community. Two, I'm gonna tell you about her. I personally haven't really watched that many videos on her, like the situation drama that she's in. I'll say this: she's not innocent. Don't believe anything she said. She's been lying, manipulating everyone for years on end now. So yeah, I actually have a playlist called the Creepshow Art Situation. It has 7 videos in it. I'll just talk about the videos and yeah. So the videos aren't in like any sort of watch order. I just kind of like went off the videos I know that were made about her and I put them in the list. So I'm currently watching the one by Gomehuts called Creepshow Art, What Nobody's Talking About. The next, and that is 11 minutes 31 seconds. The next one is A Brief History of Creepshow Art's Lies and Manipulation by SpyV, which is 39 minutes 25 seconds. The next one is Creepshow Art Spent Years Coming After Me by Holly Brown, which is 26 minutes 15 seconds. Next is the longest video on this list, called Creepshow Art Has Always Been This Way by Emily Artful, which is 2 hours 5 minutes 53 seconds. The next one is About Creepshow Art by Ready to Glare, which is 17 minutes 22 seconds. They're Speaking Up Against Creepshow Art, This Is Not Okay by Hopeless Peaches, which is 24 minutes 40 seconds. Then there's Creepshow Art Has a Lying Problem by Just a Robot, which is 19 minutes. If I was to recommend any of these videos, I'd recommend Emily Artful and Ready to Glare, as well as Hopeless Peaches, as I believe they have all had contact with them. I'd personally recommend Emily's, not just because it's the longest, but out of everyone, I believe Emily has actually known Creepshow Art the longest. Her name, Creepshow Art's real name is Shannon, so if I call her Shannon, that's why. I do believe Emily's the only one who knew Creepshow Art before YouTube kind of happened. I don't know if Ready to Glare knew her before YouTube or during YouTube, and they kind of were acquaintances or something. That's what I kind of heard about. I don't know if I dreamt that, because sometimes I dream about things and I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Then I have to be like, wait, did that happen? So anyways, I'd personally recommend Emily Artful's video, just out of all 7 videos I have. They kind of each go through different experience. Emily Artful's is about Creepshow Art or Shannon stalking her. Gomehuts is about how Creepshow Art chose to be homeless, actually, because Gomehuts, she said that she was homeless, so she has insight on that bit. And I don't really know about anyone else. And if you're wondering, Shannon has this narrative of a girl named Amy stalking her and doing all this horrible shit to her. If you didn't know, Amy is most likely Emily Artful, but Shannon switched around her and Emily's rules to make it that Amy's the stalker and Shannon is the victim, when in reality Shannon is the stalker and Emily is the victim of Shannon's stalking. Anyways, what else can I talk about? Shannon also went on this forum called lolcow. I personally haven't heard of it. I don't know if that's just because it's more of not older people, but just kind of a certain generation kind of grew up with it, or if I just haven't been on that side of the internet yet. I don't know if it's one of those things, or I'm just that dense. Anyways, I'm gonna be cutting out all these I just said that word again. Okay. So Shannon also posted on there about a whole bunch of different things about different YouTubers, but at the same time she'd make call out statements like, oh, XYZ is sexist, oh, M is racist, oh, P did this, when in reality Shannon's talking about she called I believe she was somewhat friends with Saikuna or knew about him, and she was like, oh yeah, he's okay. I don't really know if she did or not, but on lolcow she literally said that he has bad skin for an Asian man, which is literally racist. And I'm laughing not because it's racist, I'm laughing because of the hypocrisy. I hate hypocrites more than anything else in this world. Obviously that doesn't include stuff like pedos, stuff like that. Obviously everyone should be very against them, but specifically hypocrites, I just hate them. And Shannon is being hypocritical. Shannon acted like she was homeless because she couldn't afford a house or her house burnt down, but she was homeless because she chose to be. That's another issue. She also threatened, I'm pretty sure she either threatened to or doxed her sister, and I believe she also lied about something very mundane, saying that her quote unquote brother died one One time, yes, one time. Sorry, that statement sounded stupid. But like people have found out that it was actually her cousin. Obviously, if they had more of like a brother-sister relationship, that would be okay. But like even like once you find out someone has lied, just even a mundane quote unquote lie like that just becomes so big, I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, because they're like, oh, that's a tiny little lie. Who knows what else, like, about tiny little things that they've lied about before. Because like once you find out someone's a liar, like them saying, oh, I like the color green, could be like an entire big thing, because you're like, well, they've just lied about everything. Like, how do we know that their statement is true? And like Shannon has actually bullied her sister because her sister was worried about her. This video is probably going to be really short just because I don't really know all the ins and out of the drama, and I'm not really a drama channel myself. But like I said, I would definitely recommend watching Emily Artful's video. It's probably the best. Like, no offense to everyone else, the other 6 videos are good, but I think Emily Artful's is just the best, just because she's known Shannon before YouTube, and like the other people kind of quote unquote know Shannon, but like the best way I can describe it is like it's an online relationship. They actually probably most likely never met Shannon IRL, whereas Emily knew her before YouTube. She knew her before the entire Creepshow Art became a thing, if you know what I mean. So like, here's an analogy. Basically like someone who knew Kourtney Kardashian before she became famous, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Obviously, Emily is not Kourtney Kardashian in any way, shape. Not Emily. Shannon is not Kourtney Kardashian. That's just kind of rude to Kourtney. Anyways, bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. If anyone who knows more drama about this, can you just tell me, please? I don't know what is going to be playing in the background because I usually do Danganronpa related videos and other anime. I don't really want to do anything for like, I don't want anything related about Creepshow Art on this channel, so yeah, anyways, bye. Yeah.